Hi, Ladybirds. Now, one of the things that I've been getting you to do is thinking a little bit about questions you might have, because questions are great things where your brain's going to be really, really curious and you will want to find things out. And I found this book, which is a look inside space. And one of the things that's really cool about this is at the back, it has space questions, and it has some really interesting questions, and it tells us a little bit more and teaches us a little bit more about space and some of the answers to them. So I thought we'd share this today. Now, let's just see which question should we dive into first. There's so many good ones here. What about this one? This is an interesting one. It says, why do stars twinkle? So up there are some little stars, and it's a list of boys saying, why do stars twinkle? Why do people say they twinkle? And in here, there's a little flap, and we can open it up, and then look, it shows a little bit inside of a little girl looking outside. It says, stars don't twinkle. It looks as if they do because their light wobbles, passes through Earth's atmosphere. Wow, isn't that amazing? So it's saying that stars don't really go twinkle, twinkle, little star, but because of where we are on Earth, it looks like they're twinkling because of the way the light comes and passes through. Oh, this is a good question. Who was the first person in space? Should we open it up and have a look? Who was the first person in space? In 1961, a Russian cosmonaut, Yuri Gagarin, was the first person to go into space. He orbited Earth in a spacecraft called the Vostok-1. Before that, Russian scientists spent a rocket into space. Woof, 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 woof. Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you, Ladybirds? We're going to learn more about that. Well, let's see. What other ones could we do here that are interesting? Does anything live on other planets? Ooh. See if I can put this one up. Astronomers think that some planets or moons in our solar system might have very tiny living things called bacteria. Bigger things might live on planets outside our solar system, but they're too far away at the moment. Oh, look, you can see those little helium pictures. So we don't really know at the moment whether there's aliens out there, whether there's other things that live on planets. We have ideas. We think certain planets there might be possible life on them. But because space is so huge and Earth is so tiny, it's quite hard to go and check. Oh, this is a good one. How many meteorites have landed on Earth? What's it say? Oh, wow. Oh, around 40,000 meteorites have been found in Earth. 40,000. In 1954, a small meteorite crashed into a house in America. It hit a woman sleeping on a couch. Luckily, she wasn't hurt. But gosh, that's amazing, isn't it? The meteorites are rocks from space. Gosh, imagine lying on your couch and a meteorite came through. That'd be very unusual. Or what other things? Oh, this is a good one. How can I become an astronaut? Some countries have space agencies that send astronauts into space. To become an astronaut, you need to study science and then train for several years. Wow, we learnt a little bit about astronauts before, didn't we? And that shows a little bit about how you might become an astronaut one day if you wanted to. So you could always have a really cool spacesuit. You could go in a rocket, fly up into the sky. Very exciting. And it says space agency, so that's basically a little bit like NASA, which we've started to discuss a little bit. This is a big question. How did the universe begin? Let's have a look. Boom! Most scientists think it began with an explosion around 14 billion years ago. They call it the Big Bang. Before the Big Bang, there was nothing. Wow, so they think that the Big Bang might have happened, which means that inside that Big Bang, out came lots and lots of the rocks that formed the planets. In truth, though, that is a question that no one knows for sure. Let's just see. Why don't we do this one? What is a shooting star? Shooting star. Shooting stars look like streaks of light in the night sky. They're not really stars, they're space rocks. These are called meteors, space rocks, falling towards Earth. As they fall, they get hot and they leave a quick light. Lots of meteors falling at once is called a meteor shower. Wow. Let's see if there's any other ones that maybe we haven't looked at. Will astronauts ever visit another planet? Here we go. There are plans to send astronauts back to Mars, but it won't happen for at least another 20 years. Now, I looked at when this book was made. This book was made around about 10 years ago. That means that according to the book, I think it took 10 years. But I think as we will find out a little bit more, that might not necessarily be correct, that one. But what is interesting about it is it tells you a little bit about the fact that we don't go to space every day. It takes a time to go to space. So I'm 28 years old, ladybirds, and if according to this fact that they've got in this book, they're then basically suggesting that maybe so far once in my lifetime, or maybe twice, they will have sent some astronauts up to a planet like Mars. Not very often. Wow, that was really interesting, ladybirds. I hope you enjoyed those space questions. Maybe they answered some questions you'd already started to think about, or maybe they've just started to help you think a little bit more about new questions. But it's always fun to ask lots of things and then see if you can find them out. I hope you enjoyed a little look inside space. See you later.